Last night, Donald Trump lost it on Twitter. He lashed out in a bizarre and outrageous stream of tweets, boiling with rage and resentment. He was slamming House Speaker Paul Ryan for basically cutting him loose and saying, I don't want to show up anywhere with Trump. This is a meltdown unprecedented by a presidential nominee. Let's start with the first tweet here about Paul Ryan. It is so, well, this is not directly about Paul Ryan, but we'll get to that. Trump saying, it is so nice that the shackles have been taken off me and I can now fight for America the way I want to. Well, what is the way that Trump wants to fight for America? Apparently with no help from the Republican Party and certainly no help from Speaker of the House, Paul Ryan, tweeting about Paul Ryan that our very weak and ineffective leader, Paul Ryan, had a bad conference call where his members went wild at his disloyalty, continuing to tweet about Paul Ryan, increasingly unhinged and implosive. Donald Trump saying, despite winning the second debate in a landslide, every poll, untrue, by the way, it is hard to do well when Paul Ryan and others give zero support. And then why not? Might as well go after John McCain as well, who recently rescinded his endorsement of Donald Trump, saying the very foul-mouthed Senator John McCain begged for my support during his primary. I gave, he won, then dropped me over locker room remarks. I mean, this is just absolutely insane what is going on here. John McCain, universally liked Republican. Heck, I said when he was running against Obama, if it had to be a Republican, John McCain is definitely one of the better ones. And then Trump called out Republicans who aren't supporting him as being worse than crooked Hillary. It's pretty bad when you call members of your own party worse than the opposition. Here's another tweet from Donald Trump. Disloyal Republicans are far more difficult than crooked Hillary. They come at you from all sides. They don't know how to win. I will teach them. And then going even further with one more tweet saying, with the exception of cheating Bernie out of the nomination, the Dems have always proven to be far more loyal to each other than to the Republicans. Trump has gone rogue. This is anarchy. And now Republican leaders are sort of in a tough position. What do you do if you're the Republican Party? They've already stopped funding the Victory direct mail campaign to help Donald Trump. Ben Carson is questioning his support for Donald Trump. Armstrong Williams, who's a spokesperson for Carson, said, Dr. Carson has been unwavering in his support, but the last 24 hours have made that support very difficult to maintain. I get emails from people, guys, saying, hey, everything Trump is doing is normal. He's just running a campaign. He's sticking to the issues. He's going after people that are going after him. That's it. No, we know Trump holds grudges. Trump is resentful. He's aggressive. He tries to destroy his enemies. I applaud unshackling Trump because it is leading to a meltdown of historic proportions.
And does he not realize, too, that you need these people in the House and the Senate if you want to get your legislation passed? I mean, part of the reason why he chose Mike Pence as his running mate was so that he could kind of work with the Republicans in Congress and get the things he wanted to done. Yeah,
I mean, if you, God forbid, he were to become president, how is he going to do any of his crazy stuff if he doesn't even have the support of his own party? And obviously Democrats aren't going to be supporting the guy. Meltdown and implosion of historic proportions on Twitter. The fact that we keep reporting on Trump's Twitter meltdowns is not exactly a sign that inspires confidence in the future leader of the free world, that when he gets his phone and is left alone to tweet on Twitter, everything falls apart. Not good. Right. I'm on Twitter. Yeah, Rachel, go ahead.
Right, but I feel like his supporters continue to kind of redirect this into something that's actually positive and saying that he's a fearless in the way that he will attack people who attacks him. And in return, on a larger scale, I know it sounds ridiculous, but extrapolating that to mean that if someone is attacking our country, not that the way that he's doing this is productive at all, but that he is going to stand up for himself and his supporters, and he's going to kind of be a leader in that sense.
I think that you have done an interpretation with Trump-colored glasses that does represent what a lot of Trumpeters believe. And hopefully that number is small enough that this guy gets crushed on November 8th. We'll see. Warby Parker is offering a free 5-day home try-on to give you the opportunity to check out their glasses. I personally wear Warby Parker glasses when I'm not wearing my contact lenses. And I also started with one of these free at-home try-ons of 5 pairs of glasses.
You can get your free home try-on and support the David Pakman Show at warbyparkertrial.com/TDPS. I don't really like going into glasses stores and trying on glasses while the salesperson sort of hovers over me, and I like more than 30 seconds to actually figure out whether I like the glasses. So with the Warby Parker home try-on, I was able to pick 5 pairs that I liked, put them on in the comfort of my own home, pick the one I like the most, and then Warby Parker put my prescription lenses in there for me. A lot of people don't know that the eyeglass industry is controlled by just a few big corporations that keep prices very high, like $300 for prescription glasses high, which is just insane. Warby Parker glasses start at $95. That's what mine cost. And for every pair of glasses sold, Warby Parker distributes a pair of glasses to someone in need. You can try 5 pairs and see what you like. Check out the at-home trial and support our show by going to warbyparker.com/TDPS. It costs nothing.